Okay, so here we are. I'm live on Facebook. I've got my earbuds in. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Karen is with the other camera, and here is MotoShippers coming right now, and they are coming to pick up this Sherco 300 SEF Factory because it's going to Michael Sharp Jr. Right, Karen? He's out of California. Michael could not meet us. His schedule didn't really work out for us. So right now, as you can see, here is MotoShippers, and they are coming to pick this bike up. Here we are. So it's super exciting every time. Hopefully Facebook can hear this a little bit better this time because I've got a mic going into the Facebook Live, and then we'll produce the other video for YouTube later. But here, can you guys hear what I'm saying on Facebook? Because we've had problems with that before. Hopefully you guys can hear. I think you can because my AirPods should be here. But this is MotoShippers. I've got Tim actually here with MotoShippers. These are my best way of shipping bikes. So I love using these guys. And what's going on, man?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Got you a couple hats.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I've been buying years and I haven't won a bike. I figured I better give you one for free.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much. Well, we got to stop meeting in the cold weather. One of these times we're going to have to go riding.
Is a nice day. I know. I actually have a day off.
You're in
tomorrow
shorts.
Up in Idaho. I was like, let's get a plan that.
It's January and he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I don't get it. I don't get it.
How you guys been?
We've been pretty good. We've been pretty good.
I hope that last one was successful. It seemed like it was.
It was. So it's funny because Michael was the last guy for me to get in touch with, but he's going to be the first guy to get the bike. So it's pretty fun.
If the other bike, if we had known just a little bit more in advance, I could have picked them both up today.
Oh, I know.
Just distributed, but you know, they're going opposite directions.
It's the way it worked. I first had to get the documentation, and the sweepstakes administrator had to like give me the green light. And then I'm like, okay. And then literally I got the email and I emailed you right after and I'm like, oh, probably just missed it.
Watching your guys' process is pretty cool. I would have never guessed you, and I'm sure you didn't either. You'd have to go through so much red tape to give somebody a motorcycle.
Well, and it's gotten worse because what happens is I don't have any other way to say it other than sore losers. Like they're upset they didn't win the bike and that causes me legal problems.
I don't doubt it at all.
Like literally. So the
now.
more I do this, the more expensive it becomes because I have to protect myself against the people who are pissed off that think it's either rigged or whatever.
I understand.
And so, but you guys have been awesome. Like the MotoShipper side of things
Happy to help.
has.
The publicity you give me is great, and you know that you're not the only person making money off your videos. We get calls all the time from people that say, "Dirt bike channel. I saw you on the dirt bike channel."
Yeah.
On the dirt bike channel, and I'm like, cool. Well, I know that's working then.
Yeah.
Because we sponsored racers in the past and love them. I'm a racer and stuff. But you never hear them. You never hear people call and say, "Hey, Joe Blow sent me."
yeah. He talked about you on the podium or whatever.
You hear about Joe Blow every year saying, "Hey, you want to sponsor me again?"
Yeah. No, it worked. It worked out great. And just for everybody that is watching this, either live or the YouTube version we'll do later, I haven't found a better way to ship dirt bikes than what Tim has got with MotoShippers here. It's a really well-run company. And get on their schedule, get a quote from them, you know? I think you'll be pretty impressed with how competitive the rates are. And then the best thing is you're sending a bike off with people who actually know how to handle motorcycles. That is the thing for me because, you know, I'll have two of these bikes going out and later I might even have a KTM 11 or 1290. And I'm like, I don't want to put a $20,000 machine with some shipping company that has never even handled a bike. These guys know what they're doing. So that's one of the big things for me. So thank you for doing it.
I didn't know we were live. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just to clarify, it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to get a bike anywhere in the U.S. Prices could be $300 to $600, depending on where you're going, okay?
So hopefully you could hear that. You said 300 to 600 depending where you're going.
For a dirt bike, yes.
For a dirt bike.
Anywhere in the country.
So weight is dependent too, right? How big it is.
No, weight has nothing to do with it.
Is it the size?
We're never overweight because they're so light.
Right.
We run out of volume before we run out of weight.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with weight.
But it's probably the distance. So if they had like a really big street bike versus a dirt bike, it's really just how far it's going, right?
Correct.
Is that typically what affects the cost?
Correct.
Okay.
The size of the bike and the distance.
Okay.
Nothing
cool.
about weight.
Very good. Very good.
I'm gonna open this up, guys.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that is the story. I'm really sad that I don't get to meet Michael. Michael Sharp, he's a heavy equipment operator in Valencia. Is it Valencia? No, it wasn't Valencia. It was.
We worked hard to get that guy.
What was it? Where are you from, Michael? I can't think of it. Anyway, it eludes me. It's just south of San Francisco in the Bay Area.
On the little peninsula.
And so we couldn't work it out where he could meet and we could meet, and it was going to be faster to get the bike shipped to him. So MotoShippers stepped up and said, okay, we'll go ahead and ship that out. And then the other bike that's going to Tennessee, they're going to pick that up later in the month and get it on a truck going that way. Frank Prim was the winner of that one. And then Robert McBride is my winner out of Bozeman, Montana. And Karen and I are going to go meet him halfway up in Idaho. I think we're going to meet in like Idaho Falls or something and get that done next weekend. So that should be fun. It's much, much more fun for me to meet the winners in person. And I think Karen, my wife, would agree. She's gone with me every time. But the second best thing is to send them off with Tim here. So yeah, check it out, MotoShippers. This is the place. This is what we do here. Worked out a lot better than a lot of these other carriers that I've had to use or get quotes from in the past. So, and like I said, even though it's going to take a couple extra weeks to get the bike to go that direction, I'm still going to use MotoShippers just because I know it's going to work. It's going to work out best for everybody if I do that. So yeah. And then yeah, he takes several pictures. You sign like a little, bill of lading thing, and then they notify the recipient on the other end that they're about there. And the cool thing is too, I've had a bunch of bikes picked up this way. Tim or one of his drivers, because he's got several drivers, they'll let you know kind of the day before what their window is. So they told me a few days ago when they'd be here approximately, and then last night he gave me an ETA, like, hey, I'll be here between 12 and 3. And then earlier this morning he said, hey, look, it looks like I'm gonna be here more on the 12 side, and check out, and then some things happen, some traffic, and look what time it is. It is 1:30 or 12:38. And so he is dead inside of his pickup window. Obviously, maybe crazy things could happen, but yeah, he beat Amazon. So anyway, you can't ask for more than that, where you get what you pay for. It goes in, and look, he's got an old classic car in there too. What year car is that? Is that like an Olds? A 32 Ford. So I can see a Razor in there. I can see a 32 Ford in there. Street bikes. So it isn't just dirt bikes. They do it all. So lots of cool stuff. And he's got the big rig today. So anyway, Kaylee, it was good. It was really good. Did you see any questions pop up, Kaylee, that I need to answer? Have you seen any questions that have come up? No. Christopher is watching. We see that. Anyway, I think that's it. Let's, I don't think we need to continue on our live feed. I think we have enough information here that we can cut this. Let's make, it said KTLE, so I'll go KYLE, and then the middle block. Okay.
And then do you want me to email a bill of lading to you?
Yeah.
You should take that.
Yeah.
That we have proof of. You get all those pictures and it'll show where it's coming from.
And so that's it. Tim is on his way. He's got my bike up inside there. You can see that. See if I can zoom in here. That bike, that Sherco, is going to Michael Sharp Jr. So congratulations, Michael. Super happy for you. And that's it. Pretty easy. The whole process with MotoShippers is super simple. And that's all she wrote. Okay, on to the next one.